It's Breezy on Ice Podcast, and I'm back with another episode. And you know how I do it over here. Keeping it cool, keeping it, icy, smooth. Just real chill over here. But anyway, so two-time WNBA champion Candace Parker has made her decision, and she will be joining the defending WNBA champions, the Los Angeles Ace. I didn't expect her to go there, honestly. I was thinking maybe more like going back to Chicago. Well, staying in Chicago, not going back, but staying in Chicago. Maybe going back to the Los Angeles Sparks. But when you look at the roster for the Sparks, it's really not too much there. So I kind of understood not going back there. And then in Chicago is up in shambles too. You don't know if Courtney Vandersloot is going to be back. You don't know. I forgot the one who's a shooter. Quigley, I think is her name, Quigley. I might be getting her confused with somebody that played in the NBA. But don't know if she's going to be there, the shooter who can shoot the 3-ball. So the Los Angeles Sparks we knew was out pretty much. I still think it's a possibility that she will play 1 year there when she officially, retires. I think she will sign with the Sparks and go on a nice little, farewell tour run in an LA Spark uniform. But the Los Angeles Ace, this is a damn good move, maybe, because they just won the championship. I believe Candace Parker is trying to get another ring. Less pressure there for her. She's gonna be playing with Audra Wilson, Jackie Long, Kelsey Plum. So that's a good team. That's a really good team, and they definitely can repeat with adding someone like Candace Parker. That's definitely a good look. A good move, huh? Audra Wilson is going to be beast on the block. I mean, they both can stretch the floor, especially Candace Parker. She can stretch the floor. She has a nice jump shot. She's going to rebound. She's going to play hard. It's a good look. They're looking scary. I thought the New York Liberty was a scary team, and they will be very good, very, very good if they add Breanna Stewart. If Breanna Stewart goes to the New York Liberty, we could be looking at a Liberty and Las Vegas Ace WNBA championship game, which would be kind of crazy, man. It would be good. A lot of star power, a lot of star power, a lot of talent on the floor. But right now, I think the Las Vegas Ace has won free agency so far with adding Candace Parker to the depth they already have. That lineup is going to be sick, man. It's going to be a sick lineup. Not only you gotta worry about Audra Wilson, but you gotta worry about Candace Parker too. I mean, just two great players at their position. I'm guessing Audra Wilson will move over to the 5, and Candace Parker will play the 4. Candace Parker is naturally more of a 4 than the 5, but Candace Parker can give you some minutes at the 5 too. And gonna be able to space the floor well, because Candace Parker can operate, from the high post, low post. She can even shoot the 3-ball. I believe Audra Wilson's game is the same, very versatile game. So when they added Candace Parker, I mean, I'm sure Audra Wilson was like, man, this is big time. We're about to repeat, get another ring. And that's what it's definitely going to be. But like I said, we're going to see what the New York Liberty do. If they add Breanna Stewart, man, we're going to have ourselves a good WNBA finals next year. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good season. Got to see where other pieces go. We do know that some other names still out there. A lot of players that's looking for homes and going to be making moves and having to change the scenery. So Candace Parker, two-time WNBA champion, is the first domino, first major domino to fall in WNBA free agency, and she's heading to Las Vegas. She's taking her talents to Las Vegas. Great choice for her. Like I said, she probably is going to play maybe another 2 years. She's still playing at a high level, and like I said, just give her the best opportunity and chance to win. She makes them better. They help her out a lot. Like I said, it was a lot of uncertainty in Chicago. Definitely had a great 2 seasons there, and she went back home. She played home, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful seeing her in the Chicago Sky uniform. Just didn't know the direction of the team, and I think that was the ultimate decision. She was uncertain of the direction of the team, and I believe Chicago Sky are looking to rebuild around what's the young girl name? But she's a good player too. She's dark skinned. Is it Coop or Cooper or Copper? I think it's Copper. She's definitely talented, but now she looks like she's gonna be a part of a rebuild situation. So we have to see how this goes. If Courtney Vandersloot comes back to the Sky, we gotta see what pieces are gonna be around her. And as of right now, Chicago is definitely in rebuild mode. But like I said, this is big news, big news. I'm happy for Candace Parker. She made the best decision for herself, and I can't wait to see her playing alongside Aja Wilson, Kelsey Plum, and the rest of those girls. That team is stacked. Watch out. They're looking to repeat, and they will repeat. It depends on where Brianna Stewart lands, but they definitely are on course to be back in the WNBA finals. Let's see some other news. Anthony Yard got stopped by Arthur. I wasn't surprised that he got stopped. He did last 8 rounds. I did think that Arthur was going to stop him in either the 6th or the 7th, but he stopped him in the 8th round. His corner, Anthony Yard corner stopped the fight. He did get back up. He's a strong fighter. He's a warrior. I just don't know if he's championship ready or championship ilk, but he's definitely a talented fighter, man. I hope to see him back fighting for titles again. But it's just that Arthur is just a different beast. He's a different monster out there. But Anthony Yard is no slouch. He's no slouch at all. He'll be back. You know how Anthony Yard does. He always bounce back from losses and continue to elevate and rise. And I wish Anthony Yard the best. And I want to see him fight again soon. And yeah, but we kind of figured how that one was going to go. But he did last longer than I believe Joe Smith. He starched Joe Smith in 2 rounds. I believe that's the last person he fight with Joe Smith. He starched him 2 rounds. So Anthony Yard, impressive young fighter. Keep your head up, dog. Let's see what else is going on around the league. See, Kyrie Irving and the Brooklyn Nets beat the Knicks. They played the close game, tight game. Kyrie has been amazing on this run lately. Kyrie has been balling out of control. Kyrie is definitely playing well. Brooklyn should definitely, give him a contract extension. See what him and KD can do. I believe him and KD and this team that they have here with Ben Simmons and Steph Curry and TJ Warren can bring them a championship. They can definitely get a championship in this uniform, but they got to do it now. And Kyrie is a pivotal piece. And if Kyrie wants to stay, and Kyrie and his agent says the ball is in the Nets court, let's make this shit happen. Let's keep Kyrie in Brooklyn. He's doing well. The Brooklyn Nets is a good, very good team. They can beat anybody in the Eastern Conference. I mean, anybody. We know Boston is solid. Boston is going to be tough. But when you talk about a healthy Brooklyn Nets team, they are no slouches. And like I said, I'm a Sixers fan. But I love Kyrie game. I love KD game. KD is my favorite player in the league. And KD has been my favorite player for a very long time. So to see him and Kyrie win a championship in Brooklyn, I would not be mad. Even though I like the Sixers. The Sixers is my team. They got a good win tonight against the Nuggets. Joel Embiid went off. He went off. He went off tonight, man. He outdoed Joker. And I didn't get a chance to watch it, but his stat line is just crazy. 47 points, 5 assists, 18 rebounds. He went 4 for 7 from behind the 3-point line. Great numbers for Joel Embiid. We know Joel Embiid is no slouch. He can ball, man. Joel Embiid can definitely ball, and I think he should have an MVP in his trophy collection, in his trophy case. We're not going to really get into the politics of that and why he doesn't have one, but Joel Embiid, he may get his just due in MVP this year. I just don't know. He got to stay healthy. He can't fizzle out. James Harden put up 17 tonight, and Tyrese Maxey had a good game, 13 points. But Tyrese Maxey's a guy that's the X factor on his team. Tyrese Maxey is an important piece to this basketball team. Him and James Harden have to play well with Embiid. Tobias Harris has to give us a little bit more, and PJ Tucker had to give us a little something too. But other than that, the team is good. I like where we at. As long as our main core guys are healthy, we could compete with anybody too. I think Brooklyn has a little bit more firepower than us, and it's okay for me to admit that, because they do. When you have guys like KD and Kyrie, and what TJ Warren was doing in Indiana a couple years ago before the injury, what Joe Harris was what he once was. I don't know if he can get back to that Joe Harris, but if he can give Brooklyn Nets a shell of that Joe Harris, man, that's all they need. Steph Curry can hit big shots and be big at any time, any place, any moment. And if Ben Simmons can get back to the 76ers Ben Simmons before he ran into the Atlanta Hawks in the playoffs, if he can give us that Ben Simmons and stay healthy, that we had when he was in Philadelphia, if he can give the Nets that, the Nets not my team, but like I said, KD's my favorite player. If he can be that Ben Simmons for the Nets and help KD and them win the championship, that team is going to be really hard to beat. That team edges us out, even with a James Harden, because we all know James Harden is not James Harden that was dominant in Houston. I don't know if he's on a decline. I would hate to say that James Harden is on a decline at age 33, but that's what it's looking like. Or his heart is not in basketball as much as it used to be. But hopefully, James Harden can hit the switch and give us some of that James Harden that was in Houston, because that James Harden in Houston, we know what kind of player he was. So we definitely need that. We definitely need that James Harden from Houston that was averaging 30 plus points a game for X amount of seasons. And with that James Harden and Joel Embiid, a championship is definitely what we would get. But we have to see how it goes and how it plays out. But definitely a good win for us against a good Denver Nuggets team, a very good Denver Nuggets team. So I'm happy about that. I'm gonna check Kyrie's stat lines real quick, see what he did tonight. Like I said, he's been having a phenomenal run. Kyrie 32 points. I mean, Kyrie's been averaging 38 points in this stretch. So it's no surprise how well he's been playing, man. Kyrie has been exceptional in Kevin Durant's absence. Excuse me, in KD absence, he's been very, 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 very exceptional, extraordinary. You can't ask him to do nothing more, nothing less. To ask him to do any more would be criminal, because he's been balling out of control. I mean, the handle, the shooting, the clutch buckets, the clutch moments, not running from the big moments, big shots, just, taking over games down the stretch. And that's what happened down the stretch in this game. Kyrie took over in the fourth quarter. I believe they said the last final minutes, so probably the last 2 or 3 minutes of the game, he just took over, and he does what he does. Yeah, man. Wish I would have been able to see that game, man. But right now, Boston and LA, they're going down to the wire. Boston has been kind of struggling with some teams that they shouldn't be struggling with. But right now, it's 102-100 with 41.7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So that game will be going final in a minute. And I just don't know, man. I just don't know. We have to see. But Boston, they still the best team in the East. They still the team to beat. And they have a lot of talent. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, very talented group, man. Very talented. They're gonna play hard. They play hard every night. That's not an easy out. They're definitely not an easy out. Tonight the Pacers and Miles Turner have reached a 2-year, $60 million extension. So Miles Turner has got his bread. He's got paid. A lot of trade rumors been around Miles Turner for a minute now. Also thought he would be going to LA. I think he also wanted that LA trade too at one point, but LA didn't pull the trigger on that trade. This Indiana Pacers team is good. They're young. They got a lot of talent. I think the best thing for the Pacers to do is to keep this team intact and see if you can get somebody, a marquee player or a marquee free agent in free agency, or you can make some type of trade at the trade deadline to pull somebody to that team that can get you over the hump. Right now, that's what everybody needs, is to get over the hump and see what's up with that. So yeah, we should see, man. It's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great, and yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be a beautiful thing. Shit, I can't really wait to see when Tyrese comes back. I think it's Tyrese, right? When he comes back, they're gonna be back winning a lot of games. But right now, they're scrappy. I seen them come back from down like 30. Buddy Hield got on a crazy run, and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. But I love what's going on. The NBA is shaping up well. We heading into to All-Star break. But that's all I got for right now. I might have another video later. Peace and love as always. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the like button. Subscribe to me. Help my channel grow. Let's grow together. And I'll keep you posted.